My name is Gregory Joseph. I am a psychology and political science major. This is my senior year. I always wanted to get some international experience in other countries, and I've traveled before to Europe, but I've never been to Ireland. I didn't know that much about Ireland, so when the opportunity arose financially and academically, it just seemed like a good opportunity. When you live in the United States for so long, you get so set in the United States way of life, its values, its culture, stuff like that. So it's always a nice educational experience to go see the view, how someone else lives culturally, and see how they're different, and see some ways how they're the same. And like in Ireland, it's not exactly. It has a lot of similar things culturally to the United States, but also many different things. Like it's an English-speaking country, but they still have their own dialect, which is also interesting to learn. And you'll see a Starbucks or McDonald's, but you'll see like a bunch of other fancy places that are like their McDonald's and Starbucks that are new to us. And that was also fun trying out. And just when I got to Ireland, like I had this set view of what Ireland was like, and like culturally, like I expected it to be like mostly European, like just. I don't know, just thought that was the way it would be. But it's actually a very diverse population, and not only just like looking at like there's plenty of Middle Easterns there, Africans, Asians, but also just Americans. Like it was actually, I'll say my third day where I actually met a lot of people that had Irish accents, because I was just so used to meeting so many Americans. Like there were Americans in my hotel, in the front desk, or Americans working in the restaurants I went to. So that was interesting. Like just Ireland, from what we learned, Ireland has been making great pulls to bring in foreign talent, like American talent, Asian talent and stuff, to their schools, just to help their economy, which was interesting. But that was the biggest thing for me, was realizing how diverse the population was. It was weird that seeing an Irish accent was kind of a rare thing. But yeah, it was a political science class. It was focusing around it was a political economy class. So we focused our educational meetings around Ireland's economy, and how ever since the 40s it would go through these cycles of busts and booms, meaning it would go through these trials of where the economy collapses and then rises again in prosperity. And it would keep going through these cycles, even all the way up to now, which after the housing bust in the 2009 and stuff like that. And now how they're prospering again, and seeing like how, looking at their past, what type of economic strategies are they using so they won't go through the same cycles again like they have been going through. And yeah, like some things that they're doing some new things, but also they're doing some things that they were doing from the past. And the question is if their strategy will be successful, or will it just be another story, another cycle, basically. Yeah. I would say it changed me in the sense of, like I said before, like it's always interesting seeing a culture that you didn't know anything about. Like it helps you create a better sense of multiculturalism. Like, I'm pretty open already, but like it's always nice to physically see the culture that you don't know about, and that was interesting.